Life is full of challenges. Some we can predict, others catch us off guard. At times, it can feel like everything is spiraling out of control, and no matter how hard we try, things just don't seem to go our way. We've all experienced these moments. In times of chaos and uncertainty, it's not just motivation we need, but a way to regain control and navigate through the noise. What if you could wake up every day with a sense of purpose, focus, and the mental strength to face any obstacle? Instead of being thrown off course by life's ups and downs, what if you could stay rooted in calm and resilience? This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a reality practiced by people throughout history. The key is mastering your mind and applying timeless principles like those from Stoicism and the philosophy of Miyamoto Musashi. At their core, both Stoicism and Musashi's teachings share a similar focus: mastery over oneself. They emphasize that true victory in life comes from within. While the external world can be chaotic, uncertain, or even hostile, how we respond is always within our control. Once we realize this, we unlock the power to transform not just our circumstances but our entire life. The Stoics, from Marcus Aurelius to Epictetus, believed that our minds are our greatest tools. They taught that, while we can't control what happens to us, we can control how we think and react to those events. This control over our thoughts and emotions enables us to face life's storms without being swept away. Stoicism isn't about suppressing our feelings. It's about understanding them, observing them, and then choosing how to respond thoughtfully instead of reactively. It's about staying calm when everything around you demands a reaction. On the other side of the world, Musashi, the legendary Japanese swordsman, lived by a philosophy of self-mastery through discipline and strategy. His victories weren't simply about swordsmanship. They were about developing a sharp, disciplined mind that could remain focused, act without attachment, and continually improve. Musashi's teachings encourage us to see every moment, every action, as an opportunity to refine ourselves, both mentally and physically. So how does all this apply to you? It starts with one simple realization: your mind is the battlefield. Every day we face challenges that test our limits, whether they're personal setbacks, professional struggles, or emotional turmoil. Life is constantly testing us, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But here's the good news: these challenges are not meant to break us. They're there to build us. Both Stoicism and Musashi's philosophy teach that adversity is not something to be feared, but embraced. It's in hardship that we find strength, and through challenges we build resilience. The more obstacles we face, the sharper we become. It's not about avoiding discomfort. It's about stepping into it with confidence, knowing we'll emerge stronger on the other side. Here's where it gets transformative. When you shift your mindset from fearing challenges to welcoming them, everything changes. Setbacks become stepping stones. You stop reacting and start responding with intention. Each decision, each action becomes a chance to align with a greater purpose, and in doing so, you build something unshakable: your character. Most of us go through life reacting to whatever comes our way, being pulled in different directions by our emotions and circumstances. One moment we're stressed, the next we're angry, frustrated, or confused. But what if, instead of being tossed around by life's waves, you could remain still, centered, and unshaken? This is the power Stoicism and Musashi offer. How to anchor yourself in inner calm, no matter what's happening around you. Musashi didn't win his duels because he was stronger or faster than his opponents. He won because his mind was sharp, disciplined, and calm under pressure. Similarly, Stoicism teaches that strength comes from within, not from avoiding pain, but from facing it head-on. Both philosophies show us that true power doesn't come from force or aggression. It comes from the mind. The ability to pause, reflect, and choose our response gives us the upper hand in any situation, not just in conflict, but in everyday life. The great thing is, you don't have to be a warrior or philosopher to apply these principles. They're simple, actionable lessons that can change how you face challenges in your own life. Whether it's controlling your emotions in a heated argument, staying disciplined toward your goals, or overcoming the fear of failure, Life doesn't have to feel like a constant struggle when you have control of your mind. The struggle itself transforms into an opportunity for growth. Every great change starts with a decision. The decision to stop living reactively and start living intentionally. The decision to step into your challenges, not as a victim, but as a warrior ready to adapt and grow. That's what Stoicism and Musashi teach. No matter how tough life gets, you have the power to conquer it, not by changing the world around you, but by mastering the world within you. There's something incredibly empowering about realizing that you don't have to be a passive participant in your life. You don't have to wait for the world to change or for luck to come your way. The keys to your success are already in your hands. They lie in how you approach each day, each task, each challenge. Will you meet them with fear, hesitation, and doubt? Or will you meet them with courage, strategy, and calm? It doesn't matter where you're starting from, whether you feel lost, overwhelmed, or stuck. What matters is where you're headed. The teachings of Stoicism and Musashi are a roadmap for that journey. They don't promise an easy path, but they do promise a path that leads to true strength, peace, and fulfillment. And the best part? You can start today. Right now. The process is already beginning as you read this. You've already taken the first step by seeking out wisdom from those who have mastered themselves. From here, it's about applying that wisdom to your own life. Start small. Maybe it's controlling your reaction to a stressful situation, or committing to a daily practice of discipline. Every action, no matter how small, brings you closer to mastery. Life will always throw challenges your way. That's inevitable. But how you respond, that's entirely up to you. The Stoics and Musashi understood this, and now, so do you. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you continue letting life dictate your emotions, actions, and outcomes? Or will you step up and take control, one decision at a time? The journey won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Because with each step forward, you're not just overcoming obstacles, you're conquering yourself. Are you ready? The path to true mastery begins with mastering your mind. As you embark on this journey, remember that true mastery starts from within. It's not about changing the world around you, but about mastering your inner world. By controlling your thoughts and emotions, you lay the foundation for a life filled with peace, focus, and resilience. This is the essence of Stoicism, and you can begin applying it today. Mastering your mind through Stoic principles offers clarity and resilience, but once you gain control over your internal world, the next step is to learn how to navigate life's challenges with strategy. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and focused, but figures like Musashi take this further, showing us how to act with precision, purpose, and foresight. Life isn't just about enduring challenges, it's about making intentional decisions and planning your path forward. Musashi, one of history's greatest strategists, lived by principles that extend far beyond the battlefield. They apply to everyday decisions and the obstacles you face in life. His approach begins with understanding that strategy requires seeing beyond the immediate, anticipating future outcomes, and knowing when to act and when to wait. Life is filled with moments where snap decisions can lead to long-term consequences. The ability to step back and observe, seeing the bigger picture, is what separates those who succeed from those who falter. Musashi's genius was in recognizing that every action causes ripples. One of his key teachings is that before you take on the world, you must first understand yourself, your strengths and weaknesses. Self-awareness, for Musashi, was the foundation of any successful strategy. By acknowledging where you excel and where you fall short, you can either improve on those weaknesses or work around them to make your strategies more effective. Adaptability was another cornerstone of Musashi's philosophy. No two battles are the same, and neither are the challenges life throws at you. What worked in the past might not work today. Musashi's success lay in his ability to adapt, and he teaches that you must reassess your circumstances regularly. Stubbornly sticking to a single approach, no matter how successful it's been, can lead to failure. Flexibility in thought and action is essential for overcoming obstacles. Preparation is another key aspect of Musashi's strategy. He believed that battles are won or lost before they even begin, depending on how well you prepare. Preparation isn't just about having the right tools or knowledge. It's also about preparing your mind. You must foresee challenges and be ready to handle them. In life, this translates to anticipating difficulties and being mentally prepared, so they don't overwhelm you when they arrive. When it comes to decision-making, Musashi stressed clarity and focus. He never acted out of impulse or emotion. Every choice had to be made with a clear mind and a strong sense of purpose. Acting impulsively often leads to mistakes or missed opportunities. Instead, Musashi taught that decision-making should involve careful consideration of all possible outcomes, enabling you to make choices that align with your long-term goals rather than being swayed by fleeting emotions. One of Musashi's most powerful lessons is learning to think like your opponent. Whether the challenge is a competitor in business, a personal adversary, or even your own inner struggles, understanding the mindset of the opposition is crucial. Musashi believed that to defeat an enemy you must think like they do, not just as yourself. This ability to view situations from multiple perspectives gives you a strategic edge. Patience was another virtue Musashi mastered. Rather than rushing decisions or actions driven by pressure or fear of missing out, Musashi taught that patience is often the best strategy. Waiting, observing, and allowing the right moment to unfold can be far more powerful than forcing an outcome. Patience allows you to analyze, gain clarity, and act at the right time. Simplicity is key to Musashi's approach to strategy. Overcomplicating things leads to confusion and mistakes. Whether in battle or in life, the simpler the strategy, the better. This means cutting away unnecessary distractions and focusing only on what truly matters. Too often, people get lost in the complexity of their plans and lose sight of their original goals. Musashi's principle of simplicity teaches us to return to the core of what we're trying to achieve. Timing is everything. Musashi had an acute sense of when to act. Moving too early or too late can lead to failure. He understood the importance of sensing the flow of events and striking when the time is right. This skill takes practice, but it's essential for making the most impactful decisions. Musashi also believed in relentless discipline. Every day he honed his skills, understanding that discipline is the foundation of mastery. In life, discipline keeps you focused on your goals, especially when progress seems slow or difficult. Discipline isn't about motivation. It's about commitment. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. In battle, Musashi often turned his opponent's strengths against them, using leverage to his advantage. In life, leverage means recognizing opportunities where others see obstacles and using available resources to turn situations in your favor. This requires a mindset that looks beyond the obvious and seeks strength in unexpected places. Balance is another crucial aspect of Musashi's philosophy. Whether in physical movements or mental focus, Musashi knew that imbalance leads to defeat. In life, balance is necessary to manage your priorities, emotions, and time. Overcommitting to one area can lead to burnout or failure. Maintaining balance ensures long-term success without losing sight of what matters most. Musashi's approach also emphasized learning from every experience. Success and failure alike offer valuable lessons. Musashi never saw defeat as the end but as a stepping stone toward mastery. By reflecting on what went wrong and what went right, you can improve and refine your strategies, making them stronger and more effective. Another principle Musashi espoused was the importance of flow. He often compared strategy to water, adaptable, fluid, and unstoppable. Water adjusts to its surroundings, but never loses its strength. In life, you must flow with the changes around you, adapting while maintaining inner strength. This flexibility allows you to move through challenges with grace and power. Musashi was also a master of misdirection. He knew that sometimes letting your opponent think they have the upper hand could work to your advantage. In life, this means knowing when to reveal your strengths and when to conceal them. Sometimes, allowing others to underestimate you can give you the element of surprise and a strategic advantage. Musashi taught the importance of staying calm under pressure. Whether in battle or life, fear and panic cloud judgment, leading to hasty decisions. By staying calm, breathing, and thinking clearly, you can see solutions others might miss. Calmness is a weapon in itself, allowing you to maintain control when situations seem uncontrollable. Obstacles are not roadblocks. They are opportunities. Musashi believed that every challenge offers a chance to refine your strategy and grow. When faced with difficulty, analyze the situation from all angles and look for opportunities within the problem. This mindset transforms challenges into stepping stones for growth. Self-reliance is also a key theme in Musashi's strategy. While collaboration can be helpful, Musashi believed in relying on yourself first. Take responsibility for your own success, be proactive, and trust your ability to navigate life's challenges. Musashi's strategy involved continuous learning and improvement. He never stopped studying or practicing. In life, this translates to a commitment to lifelong learning. The moment you think you've mastered something is the moment you stop growing. Keeping yourself sharp through ongoing growth and learning is essential for staying adaptable. Decisiveness was another principle Musashi emphasized. Hesitation can be costly. Once you've considered your options, commit fully to your decision. Indecision weakens your position, while decisive action allows you to adjust quickly if needed. Focus was central to Musashi's teachings. In life, distractions are everywhere, but true success comes from giving your full attention and energy to the task at hand. By avoiding distractions and committing to your goal, you can achieve much more. Persistence was key to Musashi's mastery. Success often comes not to the most talented, but to those who refuse to give up. Persistence turns potential into achievement, and by continuing to push forward even in the face of adversity, you get closer to your goals. Finally, Musashi's focus was on personal excellence. His competition wasn't with others, but with himself. In life, the only real competition is becoming better than you were yesterday. This mindset keeps you focused on your unique journey and prevents distractions from sidetracking you. Musashi also understood the power of minimalism. By having only what is necessary and discarding what is not, you create clarity and focus. Whether in possessions or thoughts, simplifying your environment and mind frees up energy to focus on what truly matters. Resilience is another core principle Musashi exemplified. Life is full of challenges, and resilience is what allows you to keep moving forward. Resilience means learning from setbacks, bouncing back stronger, and never giving up. In the end, Musashi's teachings offer a comprehensive strategy for navigating life with precision, foresight, and resilience. By applying these principles, you can approach life with purpose, overcome obstacles, and achieve mastery in every aspect of your journey. After mastering strategic thinking, your next challenge is to build the self-discipline that will sustain your efforts. Both Musashi and the Stoics knew that without discipline, strategy crumbles, and goals remain out of reach. Unshakable self-discipline is the quiet force behind every achievement, pushing you forward even when motivation wanes. How do you build this level of discipline? It starts with small, consistent actions. The Stoics believed discipline was about accumulating small, deliberate choices each day. These moments, like choosing to wake up early or finishing a task despite distractions, are opportunities to reinforce discipline or let it slip away. Over time, these small victories build an unbreakable force. Discipline starts as a simple habit, but over time it becomes the bedrock of your character. One of the greatest challenges to maintaining discipline is fear. Fear of failure, discomfort, or the unknown. The Stoics believe that fear is an inevitable part of life, but it should never control our actions. Discipline requires us to confront our fears directly, to endure discomfort rather than avoid it. Each time we choose discipline over fear, we fortify our resolve. The fear may not vanish, but its grip on us weakens. Miyamoto Musashi, like the Stoics, taught that discipline is a form of self-respect. To be disciplined is to honor the commitments you make to yourself. When you neglect your promises, like skipping a workout or breaking a personal vow, you undermine your own confidence. But when you consistently follow through, you build trust in yourself. This trust becomes the foundation for achieving your long-term goals, because you've demonstrated to yourself that you can succeed. A key part of Musashi's discipline was simplicity. He stripped away anything unnecessary, focusing only on what was essential. In your own life, this means eliminating distractions and concentrating on what truly matters, prioritizing tasks that contribute to your goals. Discipline becomes easier to maintain when your life isn't constantly scattered in 1,000 directions. Obstacles are not roadblocks. They are opportunities. Musashi believed that every challenge offers a chance to refine your strategy and grow. When faced with difficulty, analyze the situation from all angles and look for opportunities within the problem. This mindset transforms challenges into stepping stones for growth. Self-reliance is also a key theme in Musashi's strategy. While collaboration can be helpful, Musashi believed in relying on yourself first. Take responsibility for your own success, be proactive, and trust your ability to navigate life's challenges. Musashi's strategy involved continuous learning and improvement. He never stopped studying or practicing. In life, this translates to a commitment to lifelong learning. The moment you think you've mastered something is the moment you stop growing. Keeping yourself sharp through ongoing growth and learning is essential for staying adaptable. Decisiveness was another principle Musashi emphasized. Hesitation can be costly. Once you've considered your options, commit fully to your decision. Indecision weakens your position, while decisive action allows you to adjust quickly if needed. Focus was central to Musashi's teachings. In life, distractions are everywhere, but true success comes from giving your full attention and energy to the task at hand. By avoiding distractions and committing to your goal, you can achieve much more. Persistence was key to Musashi's mastery. Success often comes not to the most talented, but to those who refuse to give up. Persistence turns potential into achievement, and by continuing to push forward even in the face of adversity, you get closer to your goals. Finally, Musashi's focus was on personal excellence. His competition wasn't with others, but with himself. In life, the only real competition is becoming better than you were yesterday. This mindset keeps you focused on your unique journey and prevents distractions from sidetracking you. Musashi also understood the power of minimalism. By having only what is necessary and discarding what is not, you create clarity and focus. Whether in possessions or thoughts, simplifying your environment and mind frees up energy to focus on what truly matters. Resilience is another core principle Musashi exemplified. Life is full of challenges, and resilience is what allows you to keep moving forward. Resilience means learning from setbacks, bouncing back stronger, and never giving up. In the end, Musashi's teachings offer a comprehensive strategy for navigating life with precision, foresight, and resilience. By applying these principles, you can approach life with purpose, overcome obstacles, and achieve mastery in every aspect of your journey. After mastering strategic thinking, your next challenge is to build the self-discipline that will sustain your efforts. Both Musashi and the Stoics knew that without discipline, strategy crumbles, and goals remain out of reach. Unshakable self-discipline is the quiet force behind every achievement, pushing you forward even when motivation wanes. How do you build this level of discipline? It starts with small, consistent actions. The Stoics believed discipline was about accumulating small, deliberate choices each day. These moments, like choosing to wake up early or finishing a task despite distractions, are opportunities to reinforce discipline or let it slip away. Over time, these small victories build an unbreakable force. Discipline starts as a simple habit, but over time it becomes the bedrock of your character. One of the greatest challenges to maintaining discipline is fear. Fear of failure, discomfort, or the unknown. The Stoics believe that fear is an inevitable part of life, but it should never control our actions. Discipline requires us to confront our fears directly, to endure discomfort rather than avoid it. Each time we choose discipline over fear, we fortify our resolve. The fear may not vanish, but its grip on us weakens. Miyamoto Musashi, like the Stoics, taught that discipline is a form of self-respect. To be disciplined is to honor the commitments you make to yourself. When you neglect your promises, like skipping a workout or breaking a personal vow, you undermine your own confidence. But when you consistently follow through, you build trust in yourself. This trust becomes the foundation for achieving your long-term goals, because you've demonstrated to yourself that you can succeed. A key part of Musashi's discipline was simplicity. He stripped away anything unnecessary, focusing only on what was essential. In your own life, this means eliminating distractions and concentrating on what truly matters, prioritizing tasks that contribute to your goals. Discipline becomes easier to maintain when your life isn't constantly scattered in 1,000 directions. Another essential element of discipline, according to the Stoics, is emotional control. Emotions are powerful, but often unpredictable. They can cloud our judgment and lead us astray. Discipline means acting with reason, not being swept away by emotion. When anger, frustration, or sadness arise, discipline gives you the pause to reflect and choose a response aligned with your values, rather than reacting impulsively. Mastery of your emotions is key to developing discipline. Accountability is also crucial. Both Musashi and the Stoics believed in taking full responsibility for their actions. It's easy to blame external factors when you make a mistake, but true discipline means owning your failures and learning from them. This accountability strengthens your character and builds integrity, making you more resilient in the face of challenges. Musashi's relentless pursuit of mastery shows how discipline is essential for continuous improvement. He believed that you can never truly master something without complete dedication. In your life, this means committing to growth, whether in your career, relationships, or personal development. Discipline isn't just about what you do physically. It's about the mindset of always striving to improve, never settling for mediocrity. Discipline also requires embracing discomfort. Growth rarely happens within your comfort zone. The Stoics practiced voluntary hardship, deliberately placing themselves in difficult situations to build resilience. In your life, this might mean taking on challenges that intimidate you, pushing yourself beyond your limits, or doing things others avoid. The more you embrace discomfort, the stronger your discipline becomes. One key to sustaining discipline is focusing on your why. Musashi always kept his ultimate goal of mastery in mind. Discipline isn't about surviving the daily grind, but about keeping your long-term vision clear. When you remember why you're working toward something, even the tedious tasks become easier to face. Self-awareness is another critical part of discipline. The Stoics often reflected on their behavior and decisions to ensure they were staying on track. In your life, this means regularly checking in with yourself to see if you're living in alignment with your goals. Are you staying true to your purpose, or are distractions pulling you off course? Self-awareness helps you adjust and maintain discipline, even when life feels chaotic. Discipline often involves sacrifice. To achieve something great, you may need to give up things that others take for granted: comfort, leisure, or even some relationships. Musashi and the Stoics both understood that to pursue your goals, you must sometimes choose long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. Discipline means prioritizing your larger vision, even when it requires difficult decisions. Gratitude also strengthens discipline. The Stoics believed that focusing on what you have, rather than what you lack, makes it easier to stay disciplined. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, helping you stay resilient in the face of challenges. In your life, practicing gratitude for both the opportunities you have and the obstacles that help you grow can keep you grounded and focused on what truly matters. Persistence is another cornerstone of discipline. Both Musashi and the Stoics knew that success is the result of consistent effort over time. Discipline means showing up day after day, even when progress feels slow. This might mean pushing through plateaus, trusting that every small step forward, no matter how insignificant, brings you closer to your goals. Setting boundaries is also essential for maintaining discipline. Musashi was very protective of his time and energy, knowing that distractions could derail his progress. In your life, this means learning to say no to things that don't serve your long-term goals. Discipline requires you to guard your focus by establishing boundaries with time, tasks, and people. The Stoics also emphasize that discipline involves managing your expectations. Life rarely goes as planned and setbacks are inevitable. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about maintaining effort and focus, even when things go wrong. In your life, this means accepting failure as part of the process, adjusting your approach, and continuing forward without losing momentum. Musashi also understood the power of routines. Routines create structure, reducing the mental energy required to make decisions, which makes discipline easier. Establishing systems in your life, like a morning routine or a regular schedule, can help you stay on track and make discipline feel automatic. Self-control is a key aspect of discipline. Musashi was known for his ability to stay calm and focused even in intense situations. And this same quality is essential in your life. When things feel overwhelming, self-control allows you to stay composed and intentional in your actions. Aligning your actions with your values is another critical factor in discipline. When your behavior is consistent with your beliefs, discipline becomes easier because you are driven by a deeper sense of purpose. In your life, identifying your core values and letting them guide your decisions will make discipline feel less like a chore and more like an authentic expression of who you are. Musashi also taught the value of solitude. He spent long periods alone, refining his skills and reflecting on his life. In your life, this means learning to be comfortable with solitude and using it for self-reflection and growth. Discipline often requires stepping away from the noise of the world and focusing on your own path, without seeking validation from others. Incremental progress is another key lesson from Musashi's life. He didn't become a master overnight. It was the result of years of steady effort. In your life, this means recognizing that growth often happens slowly, and that's okay. Each small step is a victory, and over time, these small steps lead to significant progress. Managing your energy is also essential. Both Musashi and the Stoics understood that our energy is finite, and it must be used wisely. Discipline isn't about non-stop work. It's about balancing effort with rest. Prioritizing recovery helps you avoid burnout and ensures you can maintain focus over the long term. Finally, Musashi's pursuit of mastery teaches that discipline is ultimately about mastering yourself. It's not just about achieving external goals, but about growing as a person. Every act of discipline strengthens your character, builds resilience, and brings you closer to becoming the person you want to be. When you integrate these teachings into your life, you cultivate a discipline that doesn't just help you achieve your goals, but transforms your life from the inside out. Once you've built unshakable self-discipline, you can move on to the next step, learning to act without attachment to outcomes. Both Stoicism and Musashi's philosophy teach that while we can control our actions, we can't control the results. This understanding is liberating because it allows you to focus on doing your best without being obsessed with what happens next. When you release yourself from the pressure of outcomes, you can act with greater clarity, focus, and peace. There is always room for growth and learning, a fundamental idea emphasized by Musashi's philosophy. Central to his approach is the focus on action, which teaches discipline and the importance of letting go of immediate validation or success. Detachment doesn't mean neglecting effort. Rather, it allows you to stay committed to your goals, even when results are slow or unseen. It's a mindset that enables perseverance, helping you continue working day after day without being discouraged by the lack of immediate rewards. When you're not fixated on the outcome, you can derive joy from the process itself, the growth, learning, and effort that go into the journey. This shift in focus brings fulfillment because you're not constantly chasing external success. It also fosters mindfulness, helping you be fully engaged in the present. By detaching from expectations and focusing on action, you can experience the moment more clearly, finding joy in the process of living rather than in future results. Being present also cultivates inner peace. Because when you're not striving constantly for success, you can accept things as they are and respond calmly, no matter the challenges. For Musashi, detachment allowed him to stay focused and react effectively in battle, free from distraction by the potential outcomes of his actions. This mindset teaches adaptability. Without being locked into one plan or goal, you're able to adjust and respond to changing circumstances. It's about being flexible, embracing challenges with creativity and resilience. Detachment also helps free you from seeking external validation. When you're no longer dependent on others' approval, you can act in alignment with your own values, building self-reliance, confidence, and inner strength. Letting go of the need for specific outcomes can also lead to greater gratitude. By focusing on the present, you become more aware of the blessings you already have, rather than fixating on what's lacking or what may come. Musashi's practice teaches the value of perseverance, staying committed even when progress seems slow or unclear, and how this consistent effort, unburdened by attachment to results, leads to long-term success. Furthermore, living without attachment brings freedom. You are no longer weighed down by expectations, and this allows you to pursue your goals with clarity and purpose. The freedom that comes with detachment offers a sense of lightness and joy, enabling you to face challenges with ease, knowing that you can control your actions, even when the outcome is uncertain. Mindfulness, or the practice of being present, plays a central role in this approach. Both Stoicism and Musashi's teachings emphasize living fully in the present moment, without distraction from the past or anxiety about the future. When you focus on the now, you find peace, clarity, and purpose. The Stoics believed that much of our suffering comes from living outside the present, whether by dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about the future. By practicing mindfulness, we become aware of the present and can deal with situations with calm and intention, rather than reacting impulsively. This mindfulness extends beyond just mental focus. It influences how we engage with our bodies, our surroundings, and our relationships. Being mindful allows us to be fully present with others, deepening our connections and understanding. It also enhances our ability to learn and grow by observing and learning from each experience, rather than rushing through life to get to the next task. The Stoics taught that the present moment is where our true power lies. The past is beyond our control, and the future is uncertain, but the present is the only time in which we can act. By focusing on the present, we can make better choices, prioritize what truly matters, and avoid being distracted by irrelevant details. MHI's mindfulness also encourages simplicity, teaching us to strip away unnecessary distractions and focus on what's essential. This clarity enables better decision-making and helps reduce mental clutter, allowing for more effective actions. The Stoics, too, emphasize the importance of accepting the present moment as it is, rather than resisting reality. By practicing acceptance, we can approach life with peace, responding to challenges with wisdom and grace, rather than frustration. Lastly, mindfulness enhances emotional resilience and self-control. When you are fully present, you can observe your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This helps you stay balanced, even in difficult situations. Mindfulness also fosters patience, as you come to appreciate the value in each step of your journey, instead of rushing toward the end goal. By being fully present and mindful, Musashi could adapt his strategy in battle, observe his surroundings, and remain calm under pressure. His ability to stay focused amidst chaos allowed him to act decisively and with clarity, even in life-threatening situations. By practicing mindfulness in our everyday lives, we too can approach challenges with a clear mind, reduce stress, and find creative solutions to problems. In essence, the teachings of both Musashi and the Stoics show that true mastery lies not in the outcome, but in the action itself. By embracing mindfulness and detachment, we cultivate a deeper sense of peace, focus, and resilience, qualities that enrich our lives, allowing us to navigate the ups and downs with greater ease and purpose. The Stoics believed that mindfulness fosters a sense of inner peace by helping us stay fully present in the moment. When we are fully engaged in the present, we free ourselves from the burden of past regrets and anxieties about the future. This acceptance of life as it is allows us to face challenges with grace, rather than constantly resisting reality. By embracing mindfulness, we learn that true mastery arises from being present, whether in the pursuit of a skill, facing difficulties, or navigating daily life. Staying grounded in the present empowers us to grow, learn, and improve, unlocking a sense of clarity, purpose, and peace that enables us to handle life's obstacles more easily. Once we learn to live in the moment, we are better equipped to confront one of life's greatest challenges: fear. Fear can cloud our judgment and hinder progress, but with the right mindset, it can become a tool for growth. Both Stoicism and the teachings of MHI highlight the importance of facing fear, not by denying it, but by acting in spite of it. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward despite it. The Stoics saw fear as stemming from our uncertainty about the future, fears of the unknown, of what we cannot control, or what might go wrong. But by adopting a Stoic mindset, we can recognize fear for what it truly is, an exaggerated projection of possible outcomes. By focusing on what is within our control, we diminish fear's power. In life, this means acknowledging fear but refusing to let it dictate our actions. Instead, we choose to act despite our fears. MHI's approach to fear is grounded in preparation. The more we prepare, the less space there is for fear to grow. Through relentless training, MHI built the confidence to face any challenge, knowing that he had developed his skills to their fullest potential. Similarly, in life, thorough preparation for challenges, whether personal, professional, or relational, gives us the foundation to confront fear with certainty. The Stoics also understood that courage comes from perspective. Fear often magnifies challenges, making them appear larger than they are. But by stepping back and seeing the bigger picture, we can realize that much of our fear is irrational. This shift in perspective allows us to shrink our fears to a manageable size and take action with clarity and courage. MHI, too, believed courage involves embracing discomfort. By facing difficult battles and situations head-on, we build resilience. Each time we step into discomfort, we become stronger, making it easier to confront future challenges. Another strategy the Stoics used to conquer fear was through voluntary hardship. By deliberately placing themselves in uncomfortable situations, they built the mental strength necessary for adversity. In life, this means regularly challenging ourselves, whether through public speaking, difficult conversations, or trying something new. Over time, these small acts of courage accumulate, giving us the confidence to tackle bigger fears. MHI's fearless mindset also emphasized decisiveness. Fear often paralyzes us because we fear making the wrong decision. But MHI knew that indecision can be more dangerous than taking action. In life, this means making decisions quickly and confidently, even in uncertainty. Courage is not about always being right. It's about being willing to act and adjust as necessary. Each decision, regardless of its outcome, moves us forward. The Stoics believed that fear could be transformed into strength by using it as motivation. If we are afraid of failure, for example, it signals a need to develop resilience. If we fear rejection, it shows where we need more confidence. By facing our fears, we turn them into opportunities for personal growth. I also understood that fear often comes from overthinking. By acting without hesitation and trusting in his training, he was able to stay focused and move forward. In life, this means quieting the mind when fear arises and focusing on the task at hand, rather than dwelling on worst-case scenarios. For the Stoics, courage wasn't about being fearless. It was about acting despite fear. Fear is a natural emotion, but it doesn't have to control us. Courage is about deciding to move forward even when fear is whispering doubts in our minds. Each act of courage strengthens our resolve, making it easier to face the next challenge. MHI's approach to fearlessness also rested on an understanding of impermanence. He knew that nothing in life lasts forever, success, failure, or even life itself, and that each moment is temporary. This understanding allowed him to embrace each battle without fear, knowing that even in defeat, there is something to learn. In life, accepting that failure is not the end frees us from the fear of loss, enabling us to act with more courage. Another technique for overcoming fear is reasoning through it. Fear often arises from irrational beliefs, and by questioning these thoughts and examining them logically, we can strip fear of its power. The Stoics taught that reason and logic can help us see fear for what it truly is, a distorted perception of reality. By questioning our fears, we weaken their hold over us and make clearer decisions. MHI also practiced mental clarity, especially in battle. He understood that a cluttered mind leads to hesitation, which can result in defeat. In life, this means clearing your mind of distractions to focus on the task at hand. A still, focused mind leads to better judgment and decision-making. The Stoics also believed that fear often arises from attachment, whether to outcomes, people, or possessions. When we become too attached, the fear of losing what we have becomes overwhelming. By practicing detachment, we can reduce the fear of loss. MHI's fearlessness was rooted in his commitment to mastery. The more we dedicate ourselves to mastering a skill, the less fear we will experience. Mastery breeds confidence, and confidence is the antidote to fear. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on what we can control. Fear often arises from a sense of powerlessness, but by focusing on our actions, mindset, and effort, we regain our sense of control. In life, this means actively engaging with what we can influence and refusing to be passive. By doing so, we push fear aside and take the reins of our own lives. MHI's approach to fearlessness also involved accepting death as a natural part of life. Once we embrace the inevitability of death, fear loses its grip on us. In life, accepting that death is inevitable helps us live more fully, without being paralyzed by the fear of what might happen. The Stoics believed that fear often arises from living in the future, worrying about what might happen rather than focusing on the present. By staying grounded in the moment, we take away fear's power.